Hi and Assalamualaikum everyone. So, today our group will present one of sustainable urban drainage system which is PNB's affordable houses development at Port Dickson Negeri Sembilan. I am Umi Hadijah binti Muhammad Ali with metric numbers 2022855784 will introduce our group members. We have Amirul Haikal, Ifa Afika and also Muhammad Arif. So, we required to have a look out for the site of sustainable urban drainage system. So let's have a look on the site background, general planning of the construction, the design consideration of drainage, method of construction used, process of construction, maintenance provided after the construction have done, and lastly, the conclusion we made for the sustainable urban drainage system. So, enjoy this video.
Company background. Pemodalan Nasional Berhad PNB launched the PNB Value Houses, affordable housing project especially for the B40 and M40 household group. PNB Affordable Housing developed at Port Dickson, Negeri Sembilan with residential concept on land with an estimate area between 900 to 1000 feet square. The sale value start from 180,000 ringgit and above. Next is site background. This construction area is located in a hill area. This cause rain water will flow easily and they have less risk of flooding. This area also close to the river area and residential area which is allow water to drain to the river and resident drain area.
Okay, I will talk about the drainage system planning. This drainage planning takes 2 years. This drainage is built in a water catchment area that can cause flooding. To build this drainage is necessary to take into account how much water should be released. This type of drainage use is a U-drain and box cavern. Every housing that is built needs proper drainage to prevent flooding. Okay. Second, I will talk about the factor of drainage. To build this drainage requires appropriate time and cost. If this cost is high, then time required to build this drainage is short, so that there is no waste and high cost. Third, I will talk about the planning to avoid flooding and blockage. This Protection District Council and PPD has carried out maintenance every years or 5 years. Maintenance is carried out in a way that workers will go into the drainage every 6 meters to clean the college garbage. That's all.
Hi, my name is Norifa Afika and I will explain about the design consideration. So, for the design of drainage, MPKK proposed two designs which are block cover design and U-drain design. For element, it is used in the residential area is that the water drainage will be drained on the existing site and in the nearby river. Next is factors of choosing this drainage is because it is suggested by MPPD. It is difficult to clog using low cost and many residential in PD use both drainage design. For the cost of this drainage, it is about 300,000 to 400,000 for 10 acres equal to 144 housing. So, I will pass to the next presenter.
Method of construction. Material of drainage. The material used is concrete. Concrete channel at this construction used to directly and send stormwater. These channels are usually made of reinforced concrete and are designed to carry largest quantity of water effectively. Type of drainage. The type of drainage used is surface surface drainage. Surface drainage is the design to collect and remove water from the surface of the construction site. Technique uses such as land guarding to create slope that directly water from construction site area to resident drainage and river area, using the bend or shallow ditch to directly water away from critical area at construction site. Next is method of drainage. The method of drainage used is construction release water continuously if the amount of water is not too much and there is not blockage problem. While when the quantity of water is large, the water is released in stage and water will drain to the river area. This can prevent flooding in construction site.
Hi, my name is Umi Hadijah. So next we're gonna look out for the process of construction. Firstly, planning process, which is they go to site survey to identify the existing condition and determine the required drainage system and design appropriate drainage plan. They also use a work program for monitoring all the process of construction. Next, they will go through submission process where they submit all the design and planning to local authority, which is MPPD, to gain approval. Then, after all the submission done, and they will have the permission and permits to construct according to the specific regulation or guidelines. For the construction, first they need to make site clearance and excavation, but they must make sure there are temporary drainage to manage water flow during the construction. During the construction, from the temporary drainage, the water will flow to the sediment basin. And after they install the main pipes drainage, install the inspection chamber or manholes along the drainage system, install the catch basin or grates to collect surface water, then they will close the sediment basin. Then, they also need to construct the appropriate outlets for the drainage system. After that, they need to make site clearance to clean up all the soil, sand and dust right after construction finish. Lastly, the MPPD will inspect the usability of the drainage system before issuing a Certificate of Completion and Compliance CCC. That's all for process of construction.
So, I am the next presenter, want to explain about maintenance provide. So, MPPD is the party who responsible for maintaining this drainage. They will do a maintenance every 5 or 10 years depends on the MPPD. MPPD will clean the remaining dirt such as leaf and so on. MPPD also will inspect and ensure the drainage in good condition to avoid flooding happen. MPPD will check the drainage connected to river to make sure water runs smoothly. About the condition of the drainage, this drainage have never been clogged because this residential has been complete and flooding cannot happen because it is located on the hill. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, I will talk about the conclusion of the drainage system. In conclusion, drainage is one of the most important systems in every building. Building area can be exposed to a lot of problems if it do not have drainage system. Every drainage system should be built and maintained properly to avoid any long-term problem. Built will not flood if there heavy rain weather. The water can flow nicely through the drain by the drainage system that have been installed. The safe environment can be created by having drainage around the building. Having two types of the drainage system are good, so that we can choose one the perform will according to our building construction location. Educate strength and durability are required for material of drainage system. It is important to make sure drain can be accessible for the purpose of inspection and cleaning. It also must be laid in straight runs far as possible and gradient. Drainage system and its maintenance, if neglected, could pose a threat in both community and healthcare cause infection as well as emergence of multi-resistant bacteria that could cause predicatable clinical manifestation.